Journey to the West. Chapter 4. A title of banished horsekeeper is worth nothing, even as equal to heaven the mind finds no peace. Tai Bai Jinxing and the Monkey King rode the clouds together, but the speed of the somersault cloud was so fast that Tai Bai Jinxing was left behind. Sun Wukong reached the south heavenly gate first, but was stopped by Heavenly King Zhangjiang and the heavenly soldiers. When Tai Bai Jinxing caught up, Sun Wukong accused him of deception and, angry, refused to proceed. Tai Bai Jinxing held him back, urging him to enter together. Tai Bai Jinxing loudly ordered the guards to clear the way, stating he was carrying the Jade Emperor's decree to summon an immortal from the mortal world. Only then did the heavenly soldiers withdraw their weapons and retreat, and Sun Wukong believed him, entering the gate alongside him. Upon entering heaven, the south heavenly gate was made of glazed glass, decorated with gems, and guarded by mighty generals and armored deities. Inside were giant pillars coiled with dragons, bridges spiraling around phoenixes with red-topped heads, all resplendent in gold and jade. The sky shone with radiant clouds, and mist hovered everywhere. Above, there were 33 heavenly palaces and 72 precious halls, with roof ridges adorned with mystical beasts and pillars decorated with jade shilling. Famous flowers bloomed on the longevity terrace, and embroidered grass surrounded the elixir furnaces. In front of the pilgrim tower, the silk garments shimmered, and the lotus crowns shone magnificently. The Lingxiao Palace had golden doors with jade nails, and colorful phoenixes danced in the air. The corridors of heaven were exquisitely transparent, with eaves where dragons and phoenixes soared. Above were golden gourd tops, while below were celestial maidens and jade girls. Heavenly generals looked fierce, while celestial ministers were dignified and imposing. In the midst stood the Tai Dan and coral trees. Heaven was full of strange and wondrous things, and the Monkey King, now in the celestial realm, remained untouched by the filth of the mortal world. Tai Bai Jinxing led the Monkey King outside the Lingxiao Palace. Sun Wukong, without waiting for an official summons, went directly before the Jade Emperor, refusing to bow but listening as Tai Bai Jinxing presented his report. Tai Bai Jinxing announced that the demon immortal had arrived, and the Jade Emperor asked, "Which one is the demon monkey?" Sun Wukong replied, "Old Sun is here." The celestial ministers were shocked, reprimanding Sun Wukong for his lack of manners, but the Jade Emperor, saying that Sun Wukong was newly mortal and didn't understand etiquette, forgave him. The Jade Emperor then ordered someone to find an official position for Sun Wukong. Wu Chuxingjin said that the stables were in need of a supervisor, so the Jade Emperor appointed Sun Wukong as Baimoan, the keeper of the imperial horses. Only then did Sun Wukong reluctantly express his thanks, saying only, "Fine." The Jade Emperor then ordered Muda Xingjin to escort him to the stables. The Monkey King happily followed the official to take up his post. After the official returned to the palace, Sun Wukong gathered the staff of the stables and found there were only 1,000 fine celestial horses, swift as the wind and capable of treading on clouds. Sun Wukong reviewed the records and counted the horses, assigning tasks for their care. He diligently managed them, and the celestial horses grew fat and healthy. After more than half a month, the stable staff hosted a banquet to celebrate him. During the feast, Sun Wukong asked about the rank of the Baimoan title and learned that it was a low, insignificant post, merely watching over the horses and even facing punishment if the horses became thin. Infuriated, feeling humiliated, he overturned the banquet table, drew his golden staff, and stormed out of the stables to the south heavenly gate, where the heavenly soldiers, recognizing him as the Baimoan, dared not stop him. Sun Wukong returned to Flower Fruit Mountain, where his four generals and demon kings were training soldiers. The Monkey King called out, and the monkeys bowed in greeting, preparing a banquet to welcome him back. The monkeys remarked that their king had been gone for over 10 years, but Sun Wukong corrected them, saying it had only been half a month. The monkeys explained that one day in heaven equaled a year on earth, then asked their king about his official title. Sun Wukong said that the Jade Emperor had appointed him Baimoan, and after painstakingly tending to the horses for half a month, he learned over drinks and food that it was a lowly position, which enraged him, leading him to overturn the table and leave. The monkeys said it was good that their king had returned, and that he should never have accepted such a lowly job as a horsekeeper. They prepared more wine to lift his spirits. While drinking, a report came that the one-horned demon king sought an audience. Sun Wukong summoned him and asked what he wanted. The Demon King presented a yellow robe, saying he had heard that the Monkey King was recruiting talents and had come to offer his services. Sun Wukong appointed him as the Vanguard General. The Demon King then asked about Sun Wukong's position in heaven, and Sun Wukong, furious, told him he had been appointed by Moan. The Demon King suggested he claim the title Great Sage equal to heaven. Sun Wukong was overjoyed and ordered banners made with the title Great Sage equal to heaven, informing the other Demon Kings that from now on, he would only be addressed by this title. In heaven, during the morning court, Zhang Tianxi and others reported that Sun Wukong, dissatisfied with his minor post, had returned to the mortal realm. Heavenly King Zheng Zhang also reported that Bai Moan had exited through the South Heavenly Gate. The Jade Emperor issued a decree to send heavenly soldiers to capture him. Li Tianwang, the pagoda-bearing Heavenly King, and his son Naja, the third prince, were ordered to subdue the demon. The Jade Emperor appointed Li Jing as the Grand Marshal of the demon-suppressing army and Naja as the great god of the three altars of the sea meeting, commanding them to mobilize troops immediately. After thanking the Jade Emperor, Li Tianwang and Naja gathered their army, appointing the giant spirit god as the vanguard, the fish-belly general as the rear guard, and the Yaksha general as the force commander. They set out from the South Heavenly Gate to Flower Fruit Mountain, where they set up camp and sent the giant spirit god to challenge Sun Wukong. The giant spirit god arrived outside the water curtain cave, where the demons were in chaos, brandishing swords and roaring. He ordered the demons to summon Bai Moan to surrender, warning that they would be hurt otherwise. The Monkey King, upon hearing this, donned his armor and led his troops to battle. When the giant spirit god saw the Monkey King, he found him truly imposing. The giant spirit god shouted at the Monkey King, introducing himself as the vanguard under the command of Li Tianwao, sent by the Jade Emperor to subdue the Monkey King. He ordered the Monkey King to surrender or face severe punishment. Enraged, the Monkey King cursed the Jade Emperor for not recognizing talent, declaring that if his banner were raised and his title promoted, he would cease his rebellion. Otherwise, he would attack the Lingxiao Palace. Seeing the banner with the title Great Sage equal to heaven, the giant spirit god sneered, calling the Monkey King insolent, and swung his axe at him. Unperturbed, the Monkey King countered with his golden staff. As the Rui staff met the Shangying axe, both sides unleashed their supernatural powers. Though the giant spirit god was renowned, he could not match the Monkey King, who broke the axe handle with a single strike and sent the giant spirit god fleeing. The Monkey King laughed, calling him a coward and ordering him to report the defeat. The giant spirit god returned to camp and admitted his defeat to Li Tianwang, saying that Bai Moan was too powerful. Furious, Li Tianwang wanted to execute the giant spirit god, but Naja intervened, asking his father to remain calm and requesting permission to fight. Tianwang accepted his son's plea, sending the giant spirit god back to camp to await punishment. Naja, fully armored, arrived outside the water curtain cave. Sun Wukong saw that Naja was young but formidable. Naja, the extraordinary son of a Qiling and a celestial phoenix, now held the title of Great God of the Three Altars of the Sea Meeting. Sun Wukong asked for his identity, and Naja declared he had come to capture him. Sun Wukong pointed to his banner and said that if Naja were satisfied, he would surrender. Otherwise, he would march on the Lingxiao Palace. Seeing the words Great Sage equal to heaven on the banner, Naja furiously accused the Monkey King of arrogance and attacked. Naja, in his fury, transformed into a figure with 3 heads and 6 arms, wielding 6 weapons that struck toward Sun Wukong. Sun Wukong also transformed into a 3-headed, 6-armed figure, using 3 staffs to parry the attacks. The two fought fiercely, shaking the earth and the heavens, as they appeared to be evenly matched. Naja's 6 weapons morphed endlessly, striking at Sun Wukong, but the Monkey King was undeterred, skillfully spinning his iron staff in defense. The battle became a stalemate, with neither able to overpower the other. After 30 rounds, Naja's countless weapons clashed with Sun Wukong's infinitely transforming staff. With lightning speed, Sun Wukong plucked a strand of hair and transformed it into his true form, landing a blow on Naja's left arm. In pain, Naja retreated, gathering up his weapons and fleeing in defeat. On the battlefield, Li Jing saw Naja returning in defeat and asked what had happened. Naja reported that the Bimawa's abilities were great, and that his arm had been injured in the fight. Li Jing was shocked and asked how they could possibly win. Nojar explained that Sun Wukong had raised a flag bearing the title Great Sage Equal to Heaven outside his cave and demanded that the Jade Emperor grant him that title. Otherwise, he would attack the Celestial Palace. Li Jing decided not to persist in the battle for the moment and instead returned to the Heavenly Court to report to the Jade Emperor, requesting reinforcements. Since Nojar was wounded and unable to fight, he and Li Jing returned to report their defeat. The victorious Monkey King returned to Flower Fruit Mountain, where the Demon Kings and his 6 sworn brothers celebrated his victory. Sun Wukong suggested that his 6 brothers also adopt the title of Great Sage. The Bull Demon King became the Great Sage who levels heaven, the Dragon Demon King became the Great Sage who overturns the seas, the Rock Demon King became the Great Sage who moves the heavens, the Lion Camel King became the Great Sage who shifts mountains, the Monkey King's sworn brother, the Mars Archer King, became the Great Sage who commands the winds, and the Red Baboon King became the Great Sage who drives out spirits. The 7 great sages celebrated their new titles and dispersed after a day of revelry. Li Jing and Nojar led their troops to the Lingxiao Palace, where they reported their failure to capture the demon Sun Wukong, requesting additional forces. The Jade Emperor was astonished, and Nojar explained that the Monkey King had raised a Great Sage Equal to Heaven banner and demanded to be granted the title. Otherwise, he threatened to invade the Celestial Palace. The Jade Emperor, furious, wanted to punish the rebellious monkey. However, Bai Jingxing suggested offering Sun Wukong the title of Great Sage Equal to Heaven, but without any actual responsibilities or salary. When the Jade Emperor inquired about the meaning of a title without duties, Bai Jingxing explained that it would merely be an honorary title without any real power or remuneration. The Jade Emperor approved the suggestion and instructed Bai Jingxing to summon Sun Wukong. Bai Jingxing entered Sun Wukong's cave and explained that because Sun Wukong had fled in dissatisfaction with his previous position, the Jade Emperor had sent Li Jing and Nojar to subdue him, but they had been defeated. To avoid further conflict, Bai Jingxing had petitioned the Jade Emperor to grant Sun Wukong the title of Great Sage Equal to Heaven, thus preventing a catastrophe. Sun Wukong asked if the title Great Sage Equal to Heaven truly existed in the Celestial Court, and Bai Jingxing assured him that the Jade Emperor had approved it. He added that if his words were false, Sun Wukong could punish him. Overjoyed, Sun Wukong offered to host a banquet for Bai Jingxing, but Bai Jingxing declined and urged him to quickly ascend to heaven. Sun Wukong and Bai Jingxing arrived at the southern gate of heaven, where the heavenly soldiers greeted them respectfully. Upon entering the Lingxiao Palace, Bai Jingxing announced Sun Wukong's arrival. The Jade Emperor officially conferred upon Sun Wukong the title of Great Sage Equal to Heaven, ordered the construction of the Great Sage Equal to Heaven's palace, and established the Bureau of Serenity and the Bureau of Quiet Spirits for him. He also appointed Wu Doxingjin to escort Sun Wukong to his post and granted him 2 bottles of imperial wine and 10 golden flowers. Pleased, the Monkey King lived happily in the heavenly court.